What up, guys? Welcome to my channel. I'm back with another video, man, and today this is a serious video, and I really want you guys to listen up to what I'm getting ready to talk about today. Particularly the new drivers that's getting into the trucking industry. You know, I read every comment that gets posted on my videos, and I've noticed that there is still a lot of new drivers that are coming into the industry. Salute to all of you guys. Congratulations. So I know the excitement of starting your trucking careers is on an all-time high, right? You guys are motivated, inspired, and you're just ready to get the ball rolling and start driving, and that's awesome. But I want to talk about the flip side to all of the excitement. There's this side called reality, and the reality is that you guys are entering one of the most dangerous professions out there, and that is trucking. And that's something that don't get talked about enough, I think, amongst the trucking community. We talk about pay, we talk about becoming an owner-operator and entrepreneurship and all of these great things that this industry can provide for you. These good paying jobs. A lot of people have changed their lifestyles and been able to do some amazing things by coming into this industry. And you can do the same thing. However, I gotta keep it real with you guys. And I think any truck driver that you ask this question to, is trucking dangerous? I think all of them would agree that it is. Being a truck driver is a very dangerous job. And I really want you guys to keep that in the back of your minds, really in the front of your minds. Whenever you go to your respective companies and you start driving your trucks, I want you guys to really remember that, man. And don't take operating this 80,000 pound piece of machinery lightly. Please don't take it lightly. Understand that you have a huge responsibility as a now quote-unquote professional driver to operate that vehicle to the best of your abilities. When you're in trucking school and you're learning, they only teach you the basic fundamentals to trucking, and in some cases you may not even learn the basic fundamentals. But my point is, the amount of information that you learn while you're in trucking school is very limited, right? And that's just due to the certain, schools you go to. Some courses are longer than others depending on where you go. I took a 3-week course. Some courses, if you go to a community college, for example, you're probably gonna stay there for several months before you're able to, to graduate and get your certificate and your CDL license. So it varies depending on where you go. But the information that you learn is still very limited compared to all the little nuances that you have to learn when you get into the trucking industry. And so I think one of the most important things that you need to have as a truck driver that so many truck drivers out there are lacking is self-awareness or driver awareness, and also becoming a defensive driver. Now, these are things that you develop over time, but these things are very important to have. And just being able to judge situations properly and making the best decision while you're on the highways. I'm gonna read some stats to you guys so you can really grasp how serious this trucking industry can be. I'm gonna share this information with you, and I hope you are able to retain this information and just keep it in your mental database. Let me get to a stop, and I'm gonna share this information with you, and I'm gonna go through this information rather quickly because I know people's attention span is pretty short, so I'm gonna try to get through it pretty quickly. So let me get to a stop. You guys sit tight. I'll be right back with you. All right, guys, so I've made it to my destination. I got time to share this with you. So check this out. Truck accidents cause roughly 130,000 injuries each year. Now, this article I'm reading from came out last year, so these numbers are still pretty relevant. Truck accidents result in roughly 4,000 deaths each year. 48% of large truck accident deaths occur between 6 a.m. and 3 p.m. Rollover accidents account for 50% of truck occupant deaths. And I'm gonna read a little bit deeper into this one because I thought this was interesting. This percentage is higher than that of SUV and pickup occupant deaths from rollover accidents, which are 40 to 41% respectively. So the percentage of rollover deaths is about 10% higher for large trucks than SUV and pickup trucks. To me, that speaks volumes. Tractor trailer trucks cause 46% more fatalities compared to single unit trucks. So guys, I want to share those statistics with you because the proof is in the numbers, and numbers don't lie. I want you guys, ladies and gentlemen, to really research this information for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Look at some of the statistics out there as it relates to truck driving, and you can see how dangerous this job can be. Okay, don't take this lightly, guys. What prompted me to make this video is that I've been seeing a lot of truck drivers getting into accidents, people sharing photos and videos and all these sorts of things on social media. I shared a picture that I got off Facebook just a few weeks ago where a truck driver was in a major accident on a bridge. I don't know the status of that driver, whether or not he made it or not. I just seen another one earlier this morning. I think it was somewhere in Virginia or somewhere like that. I want to say it was Chesapeake something. Some of you guys, I'm sure you probably seen it, but there was a truck driver that went off the side of a bridge, I believe it was, went into the bay. So I've been seeing a lot of that lately, man, and I just wanted to really make this video to remind you guys how dangerous this job can be. And you really have to have your head on the swivel. You have to be paying attention to not only the roadways and the vehicles around you, but also the signs, the objects around you, everything, right? Everything comes into play when you're out there driving on the highways. You just really have to be on alert at all times and really be paying attention and not be distracted. Distracted driving is also a factor that plays into these accidents. So you have to be paying attention, be on alert, have self-awareness, driver awareness, defensive driving, staying at proper distances when you're driving down the highways. One thing that burns me up the most is when I see other truck drivers speeding on the highways, usually on the interstates, and I see it at night a lot, where guys fly by me going every bit of 90 plus miles per hour, tailgating four-wheelers. And for those of you that are watching that may not be in the trucking industry, four-wheelers is just a term that truck drivers use to identify normal sized vehicles like cars and trucks. We call them four-wheelers. Nothing burns me up more when I see a semi tailgating a four-wheeler, to the point to where the four-wheeler doesn't move out of the lane. The driver isn't already in the left lane, gets on this four-wheeler's bumper and just start flashing the high beams. I see this at night all the time from four-wheelers or from semi-truck drivers. I see it all the time. They pretty much force the driver over to the right lane because they're speeding. Who knows where they're trying to get to, but wherever it is, it's not important enough to risk your life or someone else's. The standard speed limit on the interstate is around 70 miles per hour. Our trucks are governed at 63 miles per hour. However, if you put it on cruise control, you can get it an extra 2 miles an hour and get it up to 65. So everybody's always flying by somebody like me, or a lot of other company drivers out there I know have governors on their trucks as well, right? But speeding, guys, slow down out there, man. Slow down. And that's one of the things, man. A lot of these, truck drivers are trying to meet deadlines because their hours probably, getting ready to run out or close to it. So that's causing drivers to speed. Talked about driver fatigue and just being tired. And so it's just a number of different things, guys, that I really want you to take this job serious. Be careful. Use good judgment. And everybody, stay safe out there. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all take care. Peace.